Yes, the requirements of Lent demands that we fast and also abstain from meat. Okay, so fasting is a requirement of the Lenten season. 2 days of the 40 days we are required to fast, compulsorily, I should say. And these days are Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. But between these 2 days, we are allowed to add to the list. So you won't do all the 40 days. That is fair enough, But on these 2 days, it is compulsory that every Catholic who is between the ages of adulthood and 60 is supposed to fast. So fasting is the fasting requirement binds on everybody between the age of 18 and 60 adulthood. Children are not required to fast, but parents are supposed to gradually teach them how this habit of fasting. So spiritually prepare them for the fasting. And then of course, those who are above 60 also are not required to fast. But so it's left to them. It's optional for those people outside that category. Then the abstinence comes with fasting. We are supposed to abstain from meat on 5 days of Lent because meat, as you know, has something to do with blood. And to show in love for the love of God, Jesus who shed his blood on Good Friday, we want to show some reverence for blood, because blood stands for life. So in order to show that reverence we have for blood, because Jesus himself poured his blood for us on Friday, during Lent we stay away from meat on Friday. So that is the spiritual meaning, just to imitate our master and to show reverence for him. But we are allowed to abstain from other things, the things we do mostly and we like doing them, the things that give us pleasure. So you can add to your list, think of what you can give up for Lent. And these are the things you are supposed to abstain from, not just food and meat, but other things, talking, engaging in things that waste your time. And then read more of the scriptures, read more of your caliphate, pray more. God bless you. Jesus gives us the 3 arms of the Lenten season: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Of course, fasting, we have mentioned the Ash Wednesday and the Good Friday compulsory fasting. But we're also supposed to pray. So we pray also during Lent. We pray more. So you have to pray more than you used to pray before Lent. All the prayers, the rosaries, the divine mercies, the Station of the Cross, and the spiritual exercises are all supposed to be done during Lent. Another way to pray is also to go for retreats and recollections. These all come with the Lenten requirement of prayer. So anything called prayer, we are supposed to try and imitate during the Lenten season. Then we have almsgiving. We are in the year of mercy, Jubilee year, and let's mention the corporal works of mercy and the spiritual works of mercy. And this Lent, we have to try some of these, clothing the naked, giving drink to those who are thirsty, feeding the hungry. These are all almsgiving. So think of what you can do this Lent to show some love to some people out there. Not only for yourself, but let your fasting and your prayers and your abstinences benefit others. So don't think only of yourself, but think of the other person. With these, you should make your Lenten season a spiritual one, indeed an encounter. Another observance of the Lenten season is what we call the Stations of the Cross. Yes, it's very important. During Lent, we try to imitate Jesus, to walk in his footsteps on his last journey on earth, the last 24 hours. So we imitate Jesus by going for Station of the Cross devotions, usually on Fridays. So make time for that also. It has a long tradition in the church because, when Jesus rose from the dead and early Christianity began, people loved to go to the places of pilgrimage to see what actually happened. So they visited those places. So there was this annual ritual of going to see where Jesus died and going through what he went through, seeing all the places. So it's this visit regularly to the place Jesus passed before dying on the cross that has given us our present day Station of the Cross. Now we can all go to Jerusalem to go walk through those footsteps, but we have brought it spiritually into our own churches. So in the churches, you have the Station of the Cross around. So when we do that, spiritually, we transport ourselves to the first Calvary, the first Jerusalem, and then we go through the same steps with Jesus. So the next time you come for Station of the Cross, or you are going for Station of the Cross, have this in mind. You are going to walk in the steps of Jesus on his last days on earth. And as you go with Jesus, remember that people who came and were weeping, people were blessed with his images. So come and present to me something. And indeed, Jesus will make sure that once he's on Calvary, every defeat will happen. Every struggle will end. Indeed, it is always finished with Jesus on Calvary. This is why we have Station of the Cross during Lent, to show our love for Jesus, our imitation of Jesus.